That prophet told me that Mermaid has robbed me of my blessing. That prophetess told me that my blessings are locked up under the sea. It's a lie. That pastor told me that my marriage is locked up under the sea. That prophetess told me that I cannot marry because I have a water spirit husband. I see myself swimming under the sea. I see myself, nurturing children under the sea, nurturing children in my dream. I think that what this pastor has said, what this prophetess has said is true. It is a lie. Your children are not under the sea. Like I said in my part 1. These are lies from the pit of hell. It's not the gospel of Christ. Sometimes they will refer you to when Jesus sent the spirit from the man into the swine, legions of spirits in the man. They will say that some demons are under the sea. They are in the sea. In fact, spirits possessed a man. They dwell in a man's body than they dwell in the things that is on the earth. A spirit cannot really function on this earth without using the body, without using the body of a man. Some pastors are saying to you that there are stronger spirits in the sea than they are in a man. Is a lie from the pit of hell. It's not true. Remember the story that they always refer you to. I'm going to put a Bible verse below or above this video. Please go and study it. Jesus cast out the spirit from the man to a swine. It wasn't in the swine or in the river. It was from the man that the spirit was cast out from. Spirits dwell in a man's body than they dwell in the things that are on the earth. Are we saying that spirits cannot dwell in the sea? Of course they can. But they cannot really do many things in this. They cannot do anything in the sea without without using a man. So when people say to you, or pastors say to you, that spirits are in the sea, operating by themselves in the sea, it is a doctrine from the pit of hell. If a spirit wants to operate in the sea, that spirit must have a mass body that they can operate with. They cannot just function like that. They cannot function. Take, for example, if you are in a boat traveling, the sailor of the boat might be attacked by the devil. Or the mechanics, those who make the boat, who worked on the boat, who forget to put some things in place in the boat, those who did not, manufacture the boat according to the standard it was supposed to make to be, might create a problem in the boat. When you come on the boat and there is problem in the sea, there might be issues with the boat. So that's what the devil does. Satan manipulates man to do things. It's not that it's not that when the boat sank that there were spirits under the sea that sank the boat. No. In fact, there will not be spirits in this. It's not the spirit in the sea that will sink the boat. It is the spirit in the man that will sink the boat. Or the spirit that flies around, not the spirit under the sea. Go and read your Bible. You will see what I'm talking about. Spirit possess men and they possess things on the earth. It is man that make that caused the trouble that we are in right now on the earth. Adam and Eve. They are lying to you. A spirit cannot, carry out oppression in this world without the successful use of a man. Spirit cannot use empty things that don't have life in it, to do things and bring, and bring disaster. They can't. It is a man. We see earthquakes today. We see different things happening on the earth. People have not sat down to think that sometimes these things happen not because the ground was just shaking on its own. Men are tampered with the earth. They dig sand where they are not supposed to dig sand. They build bridges where they are not supposed to build bridges. In some parts of this world, they have buildings that they call skyscrapers, tall buildings. And if it happens that sometimes the ground is not able to carry those tall buildings, most times or sometimes it will collapse. People will die in it. People will die in it. And they will say, oh, what is happening? Some of the earthquakes that we see, it's not that they just happen like they happen. Because that the Bible says, because in the last days, sin shall, knowledge, the Bible said in the last days, knowledge shall increase. Sin will abound. And these things will begin to happen. Knowledge will increase. And the knowledge we are talking about is not the knowledge that comes from Christ or from God. It is the knowledge of men. Because long time ago, as the Bible has made us to understand, men are said to God and say, take your hands off from our lives, from our affairs. Let us rule ourselves. As a result, we see the problems we are seeing today. We see government, setting up laws that oppress men. We see, leaders of nations. We see different things. We see pastors, trying to be the leader of people, using that, position to oppress men. Because sin has abounded. Because God is no longer in charge of men's affairs. They say to God, stay away from us. They begin to set up gods in the wilderness. They begin to worship gods that is made with their hands. We see today people worship animals. They worship the sun. Some worship the moon. They worship things that is not God. Things that their hands have made. They take sand, they take clay, they use it to mold it. God, they begin to bow down to it. And they forget that it is this same sand and clay that they use to, build their houses. They take wood, they carve it and sculpt it out to make a god. They forget that this same wood is what they use to make their bed, build their houses, or, set up firewood. Make fire to cook, because in some countries right now that are not advanced, they still use firewood to cook. The Bible said in the book of Genesis, there are fishes in the sea. There are creatures in the sea that man can fish and eat. There is water in the sea that you can drink from. That you can drink from. So why are people saying that? Why are pastors, prophetess saying, why are some pastors saying that your blessings are locked up under the sea? They are not locked up under the sea. It is the gospel of delusion. It is the gospel of lies. It's not so. Your blessings are not locked up under the sea. Your blessings, in fact, are in the sea, because you can fish from the sea. You can drink from the sea. If you are traveling, for example, maybe you are in the desert, you don't have water to drink. If you happen to bump into a river, sea, whatever, you can drink from it and you will not die. So why are they saying that it is the sea that these things are in, that your blessings are locked in? It is not with a sound mind. It is with a mind of delusion. Your blessings are not locked up under the sea. I used to believe this. Oh, my blessing. The pastor will say, pray, fast for 7 days, fast for 21 days, that you withdraw your blessings from the sea. No, God created this world and said everything is on the earth. Take things from the earth and begin to make things. We have sugar. We have sugar today, most from sugar cane. We have the sand, like I said now, like I said before, builders extract sand from the sea, from the rock, different places. Although they most times go beyond where they go beyond the boundary, which will lead to disaster, or that are leading to disaster. We have many things on the earth. We have wood, we have trees in the forest that people cut to build houses. We have stones that they use to make all these things around us. There are so many things that is made out of stone. The iron that we use, so many things. We have clay. I recently discovered that the foil paper that we use to wrap up things is made out of clay. Just the foil paper that you use in your kitchen is made out of clay. So there are so many things in this world that God has created, that are on the earth, that the rivers or the sea is not where your blessings are in. So don't let these pastors tell you otherwise. Your marriage is locked up under the sea. No, you are not married because your husband is being locked up under the sea. You are being locked up because the spirit has held you bound. It's a false gospel. Take a look at these pastors. They live a lavish lifestyle. They don't go and pray and collect their blessings from the sea. When they want to get a laptop, when they want to get phones, they go to the shop and buy it. And the people that make these phones, they go to the rock and dig out, some particles from the rock, put it inside the phone as a battery so it can function, or even use it to make the phone. They go to the rock to collect things to make the phone. And these pastors will tell you that these blessings, like the fact that you don't have a car, is that Mermaid has locked it under the sea. Can you not think? They will tell you to give your tithe, give your offering. And you give your tithe, you give your offering. And your tithe and offering is what they will not gather together to go and buy that phone. They tell you that yours is locked up under the sea. Then we go to the shop and buy their own brand new from the shop. Then we go to the car shop and buy a brand new car. They will tell you to be praying that your cars are locked up under the sea. They will gather your tithe and offering. They will go and use it to buy a brand new car from a car shop. You will be praying that, oh, you need blessing, money coming down from heaven, showing up in your account so that you can buy a new car. Somebody coming to bless you. They will just manipulate things around you. Be manipulating your mind. Whereas they live on your tithe and offering.